We all know that Albert Einstein was the greatest genius in history, and his brain can work more than 1,000 scientists. The thing that we humans cannot even understand, Einstein thought about it, understood it, and made them easy for the whole world. Einstein was a physicist who surprised the whole world by creating the theory of relativity, E equals mc squared, and laws of photoelectric effect. And because of this, he was also awarded by the Nobel Prize. Seeing his extraordinary ability to think and understand, people used to think that Einstein has a special brain that was quite different from an ordinary human brain, and Einstein also knew this. That's why he didn't want any research to be done on his body after his death. Rather, he instructed that his body will be cremated. But the same thing happened that Einstein was afraid of. On April 18, 1955, when Einstein died in Princeton Hospital, the doctor came to perform the autopsy and stole Einstein's brain secretly. He was curious to know what was inside the brain of this genius. The doctor who stole Einstein's brain was Dr. Thomas Harvey, who was more interested in studying his brain and facing the consequences. When the Princeton Hospital came to know about this incident, they fired him, but Dr. Harvey was successful in convincing Hans Albert, who was son of Einstein, to give him permission to conduct research on his father's brain and let the world know about it. From that day on, a long journey started for that brain. Dr. Harvey was a pathologist who knew only about post-mortem, and that's why he believed that he would be able to research this genius's brain. But Dr. Harvey lost his job at Princeton Hospital. So Dr. Harvey took Einstein's brain to Pennsylvania, where he took a lot of photos of the brain and cut them into 240 small pieces. And after preserving every piece in separate jars, he hid all of them in his basement. Because of this, he had arguments with his wife, and his wife used to threaten him back, she will throw this brain outside. The arguments eventually lead to divorce, and Dr. Harvey went to Kansas with the brain, where he started working as a medical supervisor, and in his free time, he tries to study Einstein's brain. After that, he frequently switched jobs and moved to different cities. But even after many years, Dr. Harvey couldn't do any solid research on Einstein's brain. Instead, his medical license was cancelled, and the situation was so bad for him that he had to start working in a plastic factory. At the time, he made a good decision to send the different pieces of the brain to the best neurologists in the world for detailed research. Many neurologists published several studies of this genius's brain, where it was found that Einstein's brain was quite different from ordinary human brain. The biggest difference was found in the corpus callosum part. Now it is important to know that human brain is divided into two parts. The left brain controls the right portion of the body, whereas the right brain controls the left portion of the body. And for 90% of humans, the left brain is responsible for speech, understanding, mathematical calculations, and writing, where the right brain is responsible for creativity, understanding of shapes, art, and music. Now you must be thinking that what is the work of corpus callosum? Imagine you are typing on a keyboard, and while doing this, our both hands are busy typing. The left hand is typing some alphabets, and the right hand is also doing the same. During typing, your left hand made a mistake, and you quickly used your right hand to erase that mistake. That means when your right brain committed a mistake, it rectified it by signaling the left brain. The link through which both halves of the brain are connected is called the corpus callosum. And Einstein's corpus callosum was larger than ordinary humans. That means his left brain and the right brain had a strong connection, because of which Einstein could imagine complex problems and situations. Einstein's brain pattern was also quite different from others. Researchers believe that is the reason for good neuron flow. A good flow of neurons means that he had great power for mathematical calculations. He had the ability to solve complex mathematical problems in his head without using pen and paper. According to a research paper, another reason for having the high number of neurons was that when Einstein's brain was weighed, it was 1,230 grams, where it is 1,400 grams for normal human beings. Researchers believe that his brain's lining was quite thin, because of which it contains more neurons. But the biggest question was Einstein born with such a special brain, or it changes afterwards? After researching, it was found that when Einstein was born, he started speaking after the age of 5. Other children start speaking at the age of 2 or 3. Even after he started speaking, he didn't like to speak much and remain lost in his own thoughts. He has less memorizing power, and not only that, he finds it difficult to memorize a simple multiplication table. He was a master at processing math and numbers in logical ways rather than memorizing them. In his school life, he failed in other subjects, but excelled in mathematics and science. When Albert Einstein was 12 years old, a family teacher left his geometry book in Einstein's house. Surprisingly, Einstein read that book in one day and cleared his geometry concepts. Not only that, he became the master of integral and differential calculus at the age of 14. His grip on maths and science was so strong that professors used to become nervous when he used to raise his hands for asking questions, because Einstein's questions were even difficult for teachers to understand. From a very young age, he wanted to encapsulate the laws of the universe in a small equation, and this became his life's mission. At the age of 26, Einstein published 4 research papers and surprised the world, and therefore, he was given a PhD degree and awarded by Nobel Prize for playing an outstanding role for humanity. Many doctors and scientists came to the conclusion that Einstein's brain became special after his birth. The biggest reason behind it was that when he couldn't find answers to his questions, he tried to find answers with help of his brain. Doing so from a young age developed his brain. Today, Einstein's brain is kept at the America's the Mutter Museum, which is preserved with great care on the microscopic slides. I hope you will like this video, so do not forget to like, comment, share the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet with you soon with another video.